most of the time we complain that like I don't have the opportunity to memorize surah, or I don't have the opportunity to learn how to recite it nicely. Alright, so in this case one can do he can play any surah. Okay, he can play any surah of his choice, like this, like it's Surah Yasin going on. And for example, I have memorized it once and did not play from my memory many times, but sometimes. So right now I can't say it from memory. I can feel of its lines. So for me, if I want to recite it nicely, I have always said that my pronunciation is not good. So now if I want to improve my pronunciation, what I can do, I can play like this, aside, okay, and like this. Inna shanugrikhum wala hum yunkazun illa rahmatam minna wa matahan ilahin wa iza kila lahum ma bayna aydikum wa ma khalfakum la'allakum turhamun wa ma ta'tihim min ayati rabbihim inna illa kanu anha mukhrizin. Okay, so see what I have done. I have recited along with the person reciting. That's what we do with the private tutor hujurs, right? So what they teach us, this is one of the part. So one part is they show us with a very long time how to read Al Quran through Alif Ba Ta Tha, right? Just a second. Okay. Oh, hi. Ashin, diyajan. So so we are not cooking here. She is getting the food. I am paying for it. Shukr, alhamdulillah, because she is like a sister from my mother's time. All right. So if there are at least 4 to 5 parts in learning how to read Al Quran, the Arabic Quranic letters, so then we have to take the private tutor hujurs or imams or muazzins. They come to our house or we go to their place, or people, those who know, we go to their place to learn it, right? In coaching centers or anywhere. So what they teach us, they first show us and tell us that this is Alif Ba Ta Tha Jim Ha Kha Dal Zal Ra Za, right? And they make us recite it and we memorize it. Alright? Okay, this is one part. Another part, then they show us that we have to say Alif, Ba, Ta, Sa, like this. Okay? So how to pronounce it. But when we have learned our mother language like Shoreo, Shorea, or second mom's language A, B, C. So first when we learned it, we learned A, B, C, D. Okay. Then we somehow got developed and learned A, I, E, A, B, I, E, by, say, like this. Okay, so we have learned to pronounce like this. So why should we learn to pronounce like this? We don't need to pronounce like that unless until we need. We don't need, but if we need. Okay, so if you work in a from Bangladesh, if you work in any foreign organization or in uh, where you need to have conversation with uh, basically USNs, UCANs, Canadians, and Australians, then you need to adopt the way they speak, right? So how it is, like Australians, they say to die. We are going to eat feast. Okay, so uh, the Australians, they say to die. D say they don't say day, they say die. Okay, or the UCANs, they will say over or over. Okay, so and we say over and we say day, right? Okay, you'll see Dr. Zakir Naik, he's an international speaker. Okay, he's the greatest speaker for communicating with people till now on earth. After the television came, okay, the electronics came, okay. So how does he speak? You'll see he speaks very naturally. He will say his one is a little bit English. If you follow, you'll see his English accent is Hindi centric. Like the Indian speaks English, people knows that he's from India. When Noakhali people say Bangla, people knows that they're from Noakhali. Korechi, they're saying standard Bangla, but we will understand. Okay. So similarly, those type of pronunciations are for special purposes. Okay. Similarly, the Arabic which I was talking about, the pronunciation is like if you want to speak standard Arabic, if you want to recite in a standard way, for example, after learning the alif ba ta tha, then you learn the huruf muqatta'at and other hurufs. Okay, so most of the people, they don't explain what is huruf, what is harkat fast movement, and huruf. Okay, so these things came into Al Quran to show the emphasis or the value of the meaning of the words. Okay, so if you're not even Arabic, if you pronounce it, it will sound like you are speaking with a meaning. For example, I'm saying diamond, my eyes glowed, and I'm saying dust. So when we say dustbin, we do a movement like yeah. So why? Because we know what is in the dustbin. It stinks. Yeah, we feel bad. Okay, and we say diamond. We open our eyes as wider as possible because we know it's a great thing. So who taught us? Nobody. It's a natural feeling. When fire touches my hand, it jumps up. Who taught me? Nobody. It's a natural feeling. My senses, he understands. And when we find cold or good smell, we sit up. Sit, try to take rest. Who tells us to take rest? Nobody. It's a feeling, natural, right? Okay. So similarly, if we know the meaning, then we don't need to know how to pronounce it, okay? Because the feelings will communicate, okay? But if we don't know the meaning, then how can we pronounce? Like someone, he doesn't know what is diamond, and he will say diamond, and he doesn't know what is dustbin, he will say dustbin. Like this. How? With the help of the ornamental hurufs and other ornaments in the Arabic. First, the Quran was plain. When after our Prophet went away, his name was maybe Yusuf bin Hajjaj, okay? So he made it final to the Quran that it should be with the ornaments, so that people, those who don't know also, they will also speak it nicely, okay? So not just many years back we get to learn and understand that this Arabic madrasas, it has been manipulated by the Britishers, okay? We thought that it came from the prophets and his companions and their descendants, but no, the madrasa system was made by the Britishers, okay? And it became business, because in the time of our Prophet there was no madrasa like this. There was no mufti, there was imam, muazzins, okay? But there was no such positions. So they created it to divide and rule, okay? And to make us slow or whatever, good or bad, okay? So when the ornaments came, the language became a little bit harder, right? So Allah said Arabic, Allah made it easy. So you have to understand, okay? So when the ornaments was added to the Arabic, when you play a music, if you sing a song, if you adorn it with ornaments, like the way we wear ring, chain, nose pin, okay, as an ornament. So ornament and my main body. So main body was the Arabic. So as a result, they showed us, the Britishers, they showed us it's a business. But in the time of our Prophet, it was not a business. To show someone, guide someone towards the religion, it was not a business, okay? It was a duty, okay? It was a very great duty. So I don't think so they used to take payment for it. How much dinars or dirhams they used to take, it's not written on any hadith or anywhere, okay? So the Islamic scholar, he can answer this, okay? I'm not sure about it, okay? My concern is that, so if you want to learn how to pronounce it, the surahs, Surah Yasin gone, now Surah Rahman is going on. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. So فيهما من كل فاكهة زوجان. Fakihatin means fruit. Okay. So there will be two types of fruit, Allah is saying, and which of the favors of your Allah, Lord, will ye deny? Okay. So, this is the way you can imitate. Like I have learned singing when I was in school. Even I used to sing good Hindi songs like देखा एक ख्वाब तो ये सिलसिले हुए दूर तक निगाहों में है गुल खिले हुए ये गिला है आपका हम मिले हुए फूल भी हो दरमिया तो फासले हुए. So how when I have learned it, I have learned it many years back, and I have not practiced it that much, but I have seen it in YouTube's, Facebooks, and televisions in between. Okay, maybe once in a year I have seen this song, or twice in a year, so or maybe more frequently in 2 months, 3 months, due to many reasons in advertisements and other things. Okay, so how do I sing it? And you saw my facial expression, it was meaningful. Okay, like phool bhi ho darmiya, like even if a flower is in between, it's a great distance for me. So I love you so much. That's what I wanted to show. I sang and I showed the feeling. Okay, all right. So because I have seen the Hindi movies from my childhood, and I have understood their language without any teachers and everything, and with great entertainment I have understood. So it feels good. My eyes becomes like glows. Okay, how? Because I have understood it with a great pleasure also. So my father used to show the VCR. In the VCR, video cassettes was there, and we used to enjoy movie like Shahin Shah and all the movies. Okay, every Thursday we used to see one new movie. It used to get released. Okay, and we had cokes, some other good sweets, and some good foods and juices most of the time, and we used to enjoy it. We used to do the juice and enjoy the movies. Okay, so that's how we learned. So that's why the language Hindi is sweet for me. Okay, the Bangla movies and Bangla teleserials as well. But most of the times when we learn something in schools and colleges, it becomes hardship. Because why? Due to many reasons. Okay, so in schools and colleges we are not learning playfully or in other ways, so it's not coming up nicely, it's coming up as a pressure. So someone who teaches it playfully, he is a great teacher, and I respect him and I love him, and he has got C inside him, mashallah. A teacher has got C. Okay, so the river should go to the sea. If you know the meaning of this idiom, you will understand. So teacher is like a sea. Okay, inshallah, alhamdulillah. So that is it. You can just play Ulaikal Mukarrabun. So you are practicing with him since childhood. If you show your children, when they become elder, it will be very easy for him, like a Hindi song, like a piece of cake. So who taught us Hindi song? Was there any teacher in our house? No, not at all. But we have enjoyed it. So when you will tell your children and practice these things meaningfully, and then you go for pronunciation, then your children will be learning it with pleasure, and they will speak it with pleasure. And if you don't have the teachers, so Hayyarun, so the teachers will say Hayyarun from here. This is good, but many people, they sing Hindi song without any teachers. How? Because they have practiced along. So you can play it, and father, children, even if you have mother, every one of the family, sometimes like a karaoke, you should practice with the surahs like this. Everyone will say Salaman Salama, Ashabul Yamin, Ma Ashabul Yamin, Sullatum min al awwali fi sidrin makzud, wa talhim mamdud, Wama in Maskoob. So if everyone says it like a rhyme, most often in the house and even somewhere else on the streets, when two friends, we used to practice Hindi songs, okay? So we used to see something and remember the song, and we used to sing it, okay? So if you feel something related, Allah, earth, His creation, you can remember and you can say. So while walking, you can also do the gun, okay? So that's how you will be master of this, okay? So I am not, but I thought that if I don't have any teacher, how can I learn it? This way I can learn it, okay? So that is it. Thank you. So if you don't have teacher, you can also pronounce like a professional Qari. If you listen to that Qari's recitation and practice along, and then you need to indent and dent and paint from here also with the teachers also, but your pronunciation will be better if you practice with the Qaris, okay? Thank you. Jazakallah khairan. And may Allah bless my mother, Jannatul Firdaus, always. Thank you.